Have you ever wondered if you can implement a Hopfield network using Keras or TensorFlow? If so, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the world of neural networks and exploring how to create a Hopfield network. I totally get it. The idea of translating something like MATLAB's new hop function into Keras can feel daunting. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when transitioning between frameworks. Let's look at the specific question at hand. One user asked, is it possible to implement a Hopfield network through Keras or TensorFlow, similar to the new hop function in MATLAB? This is a great question, and one that many are curious about. So, what exactly is a Hopfield network? It's a form of recurrent neural network that can serve as associative memory. Understanding its structure and function is key to implementing it in Keras or TensorFlow. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a simple code snippet that will help you get started with your own Hopfield network implementation. To implement a Hopfield network in Keras, the user should first ensure they have the necessary libraries installed. This includes TensorFlow and Keras. They can install these using pip. Next, the user should define the Hopfield network class. This class will include methods for storing patterns and recalling them. The user can start by creating a new Python file. After defining the class, the user needs to implement the method for storing patterns. This involves updating the weights based on the input patterns provided to the network. Now, the user should add a recall method to retrieve stored patterns. This method will use the weights to return the closest stored pattern to a given input. Finally, the user can test their Hopfield network by creating an instance of the class and using it to store and recall patterns. This will help verify that the implementation works as expected. Fun fact, the concept of Hopfield networks was introduced by John Hopfield in 1982, and they were inspired by the way the brain processes information. How cool is that? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user has shared a simple NumPy implementation of a Hopfield network. This approach uses the Hebbian learning rule to reconstruct letters after noise is added. You can find the code at the provided GitHub link. Additionally, for different use cases, TensorFlow supports a general recurrent neural network architecture, which is mainly aimed at language modeling. Keras also provides support for RNNs. Here's the code snippet I promised. It's a simple implementation of a Hopfield network in Keras. You can modify it to suit your needs and start experimenting right away. And there you have it. You now know how to implement a Hopfield network using Keras. Remember, experimentation is key in machine learning. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips.